Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We've got some news today that is beyond shocking. It's not just a headline, it's a game changer in the world of WWE. The landscape of WWE is about to change in a monumental way, and what we're about to share with you is something that could have a lasting impact on the future of the women's division, on WWE as a whole, and on fans everywhere. In a world where surprises are common, this one feels different. The kind of news that makes you stop what you're doing and think, wait, did I just hear that right? So, brace yourselves, because Rhea Ripley, WWE's current powerhouse and one of the most dominant forces in the company, is stepping away. And this is not a rumor. This is not speculation. This is confirmed by Triple H himself. Rhea Ripley, the Eradicator, who has carried the women's division on her back over the last year, is leaving WWE. Yes, you heard that right. Let's break this down in full detail. What led to this shocking decision? What does this mean for WWE? And what does it mean for the future of Rhea Ripley and the women's division as a whole? The rise of Rhea Ripley. Now, let's rewind a little bit. Over the past year, Rhea Ripley has been absolutely unstoppable. She has completely redefined what it means to be a powerhouse in WWE. When she joined the Judgment Day, it was clear that Rhea was poised for greatness, but what followed exceeded every expectation. Her rise wasn't just about titles, it was about presence, power, and unmatched resilience. Rhea's dominance as the Raw Women's Champion was one of the most compelling stories in WWE. She didn't just win matches, she made every title defense feel like an event. Her rivalries were iconic, from her emotional battles with Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Bayley, to her monstrous clashes with other top talents. She was at the forefront of WWE's storytelling, and it wasn't just about the title. It was about making the women's division feel like the beating heart of the company. Rhea Ripley wasn't just a champion, she was the champion, the face of WWE's women's division in a way few others have been. She didn't just hold gold, she made the gold feel important. Every time she walked to the ring, you knew something special was about to happen. She was a true force in every sense of the word. But things began to change. The signs were there, albeit subtle. Fans began noticing something that wasn't quite right. Rhea Ripley, the powerhouse who had been everywhere, started disappearing from WWE programming. The absence of Rhea Ripley. It started with small gaps. She wasn't involved in any of the major angles heading into WrestleMania 41. Rhea's absence became more and more pronounced as the weeks passed. Her fans were left wondering, where was she? Was WWE saving her for something big? A surprise return? A title defense? Or was something else going on behind the scenes? At first, fans were optimistic. They thought maybe Rhea was taking a break before coming back with a vengeance, an appearance so huge that it would knock fans out of their seats. But as time wore on, that hope began to fade. Questions started circulating, and the rumors began to grow louder. What was happening? Why wasn't Rhea Ripley being featured on television? Was there more to her absence than meets the eye? And then came the bombshell. Triple H confirms the news. In a stunning twist, WWE's Chief Content Officer, Triple H, has confirmed that Rhea Ripley is indeed stepping away from WWE. This is not a storyline. This is not a twist in some wrestling angle. This is real. Triple H didn't just hint at this. He made it official, confirming what fans were speculating. Rhea Ripley, one of WWE's most dominant champions in years, is taking a break from the squared circle. But why? What led to this shocking decision? The personal revelation. Well, the answer lies in something deeply personal. You see, it all started with Rhea's partner, Buddy Matthews, formerly known as Buddy Murphy in WWE. Buddy Matthews, who is now a top star in AEW, sat down for an interview with Chris Van Vliet. During that conversation, Buddy revealed something truly special: he and Rhea were planning to start a family. That revelation instantly exploded across social media. The WWE universe was stunned, and the implications of Buddy's words hit home. Rhea Ripley wasn't just stepping away for a break or due to personal issues with WWE's creative. No, Rhea was taking a step back for something much more important, starting a family with the love of her life. This personal journey, one that goes beyond championships, rivalries, or even WrestleMania, will be the next chapter in Rhea's life. This wasn't an easy decision. Rhea Ripley didn't just leave behind a championship reign, she left behind a legacy in the making. The bigger picture, the impact on WWE. This is where things get really interesting. Rhea Ripley's departure is not just about one star leaving WWE, it's about the departure of one of the most dominant forces WWE has seen in years. Rhea didn't just carry the Raw Women's Championship, she defined it. She didn't just hold a title, she made the division feel like it had a clear and undeniable leader. What does this mean for WWE's women's division? Well, things are going to look very different moving forward. The absence of Rhea Ripley creates a massive hole in WWE's roster, one that won't be easily filled. Sure, there are plenty of talented women on the roster who can step up and compete for the title, but none have the same aura that Rhea brought to the table. The fact that she's leaving leaves a void that WWE is going to have to address in a big way. For the other women's stars like Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, and Becky Lynch, this may open up new opportunities. But the reality is, no one can replace Rhea Ripley. She wasn't just a dominant force in the ring, she was the face of an era, and the question now is, who will step up and fill that void? A changing era for Rhea Ripley. But for Rhea, this isn't the end, it's just the beginning of a new chapter. Rhea Ripley is making a decision that's deeply personal. She's not leaving wrestling behind, she's just choosing to step away for a while to focus on her life outside the ring. A life that includes family, and for anyone who's ever been in a relationship, we know that sometimes that becomes the most important thing in the world. But will this truly be her last match in WWE? Or is this just a temporary hiatus? Fans across the world are wondering if Rhea will eventually come back, stronger than ever, with an even bigger story to tell. Will she return to reclaim the title she never truly lost? Will she come back to continue her dominance in the ring? Or will her return be on her own terms, perhaps with a new story to tell? Whatever happens, this is a decision that will leave a lasting impact on WWE. Rhea Ripley is one of the greatest female talents WWE has ever seen, and her legacy will not be forgotten. Looking ahead. So, what does this all mean for WWE moving forward? For the women's division? Will someone else step up to take the mantle of leadership that Rhea Ripley leaves behind? There's no doubt that this marks the end of an era for WWE, one that was defined by the sheer power and presence of Rhea Ripley. But as with all things in WWE, change is inevitable. The question is, who will rise to the occasion? As always, we'll be here to keep you up to date with all the latest news. We want to hear from you. How do you feel about Rhea Ripley stepping away from WWE? Do you think we've seen the last of the Eradicator, or is this just a temporary hiatus? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to stay updated on all things WWE. Until next time, keep watching, keep wrestling, and as always, stay tuned for more exclusive updates from Wrestling News CC. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back soon with more news, drama, and everything that makes WWE the spectacle we all love. Take care, everyone. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one.